Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Touch, lady.
Check 53, Mike. I got you.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
In your face.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play fake. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And it's complete. Henry, a gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dontari Poe able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
2nd and 10. The 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Murray now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hayes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's going to air one out, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got it to James White. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do go for it. It's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Basham, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer? And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even if...
It got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Cantrell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey guys, listen. 53, Mike, 53. Let's go one more. Shoot.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Being chased out, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now Murray looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Johnson. Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Wilson rolling to it, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Now Murray off play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. play action. Now it's Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Here's Murray. He finds his target, Beckham. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception.